Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Tuesday. I am excited here to be with you guys. Uh, got a few short and sweet things to go over with you. Not going to be an extremely long stream today because I've got a couple of house guests. My incredible daughter and my beautiful granddaughter are here to spend a little bit of time with us today. So I am looking forward to spending a little bit of time with you guys, but then I'm going to hop off of here and look forward to having an incredible Tuesday. We also have day 9 of the 75 hard challenge to be knocking out today while we are in the middle of doing everything else. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Mr. Dave P., good morning, my friend. Hope you are doing fantastic too. I am having a great day. And then Mr. Vanish Joy. You know, Vanish, I was thinking about you this morning. I saw your post in the Infinite Agape group, and I just wanted to tell you I love you, brother. I appreciate you showing up with so much energy and enthusiasm every single day. I know that you're going through some things in life, and you are one of the reasons why I don't ever want to quit doing this YouTube channel. I don't think I'm affecting as many lives yet as I would like to be, but just the relationship that you and I have developed and the effect that we have had on each other's life is so impactful and amazing. And I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate you, man. So thank you both for hopping here into the chat this morning and letting me know that you are here. And with that, let's pop over here. I didn't get my screen shared, but I will here now. Let me do that real quick. Pop over here, share my screen. And then we got to add it to the stage. There we go. So I put 2 links in here, guys. This first one, and well, I mean, both of them are from Crypto Bullseye. So he is a friend of the channel. He was a special guest on the channel a handful of times a few months back, and he's still out there producing some incredible content. Super hardworking, amazing young man. And I was curious myself about ICP, and I knew that he had been doing a lot of content on ICP. So I went over to his channel, and sure enough, this video here that I've got linked is just from about 3 days ago, talking about the support zones and what we need to be looking for in order for ICP to break out. And then literally this video here, this second video, is basically talking about why ICP could go from 334 here down to about 308. I haven't had a chance to watch this second video yet here that's in the link. I want to watch it. One of the great things about Crypto Bullseye is a lot of his videos are short and sweet. I want to say this first video is maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and I think this second one is potentially slightly shorter. So you can literally, if you are an ICP fan, if you've been thinking about trading ICP with some leverage, I highly recommend you watch these videos before you make any moves. And while you're there, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment on it, all of that fun stuff. So on that news, ICP is sitting here right now at about $3.34, and kind of in no man's land. It sounds like, from what I was listening to on the first video with ICP, that 334 is a key level of resistance. And if we want to see upside on ICP, it's got to break through that I think it was actually 344. Excuse me, it might have been 344. I got to go back and watch the first video too, but I guess my point is right here where it's at 333. It's hasn't shown that it's ready to break out to the upside yet, but I kind of feel like it also hasn't necessarily given us any strong indication that it's going to break to the downside. And one of the reasons that that's kind of important to me is it's hard to see on this chart. If I can touch here, this token was $2.84 here, and I think it went slightly lower. What chart is this again? This is the 1 year. Let's look at the 3 months, see if we can get a closer. Yeah, still, this is only showing 275. I could have swore that I saw ICP it down more like 2.25 or something like that. But even at 275 here, from 333, that would give us a 10% of 333 would be 33 cents, which would take us down to $3. And then another 10% of that would take us down to 270. So you can see that it's, a 20% drop would just take it down to just where it was here not that long ago, just December 31st here, it showed at 268. So I would be a little careful. I wouldn't want to be throwing any 10x leverage trades around on ICP at this point. But like I say, I really just wanted to highlight these videos. If there's something, if ICP is one of the tokens that you're keeping an eye on, Crypto Bullseye is one of the best ways to do that. So with that, let's pop over here to my BYDeFi account. And obviously we can kind of see we had this was kind of overnight, I think, here, this nice little pump up. And now here we're going, we were just at $12.18, and now we're going straight down. We're at 12.02. This is, excuse me, for, which token is this for? Okay, so this is for Chainlink, but I'm guessing, it's funny. Let's check it out. So remember this pattern here. You see this pattern? Let's go look at Bitcoin. I just about guarantee you Bitcoin's probably doing the same exact pattern or close to it. Look at that, guys. Dude, is that not like almost identical? Seriously, that's crazy, huh? Are you kidding me, Bandit? Are you going to do this all live stream again? Did somebody come get Bandit after finding out that she was loud all the way through yesterday's live stream? I prefer that she don't sit here doing this all day today. Yeah, but that's kind of crazy, huh? I mean, look at that. That's Bitcoin. And then here's Chainlink. I mean, you could maybe see tiny differences, but they're almost identical charts, huh? And, it's something that's interesting. I think you all know it, but man, these altcoins sure do follow, Bitcoin. So on that note, though, we can see here, if you're on a phone, you might not be able to see it as easily. But I got liquidated on my DOT trade. I thought I was safe, and I wasn't. And so it came all the way back to 179. And if we go back over here and we look at DOT, show you some Polkadot here. Look at this, guys. If we just go out on the 1 month chart, here, get out of the way, Haley. Hi. Get Hey guys, sorry about that. Had a little problem with my dogs all of a sudden. We got dogs, we got cats. Normally they get along okay. But my two younger dogs, both pit bull boxer mixes, every once in a while they go off the rails and they try to attack a cat while my wife was holding it. So my wife got right in the middle of it, got scratched up, and they're pretty powerful. They're about a year old now, and it's pandemonium there for a minute or two. Anyways, holy smokes. If we take a look here at this 1 month chart, I put the original trade in probably back here somewhere. Back here in the ballpark of around $1.75 or 80, or maybe it was a little bit higher. Maybe it's closer to $2.
Did you unmute it?
Yeah. And I thought I was out of the woods when it got up here. So as you guys can see, just never know. This trade was up pretty significant. I think in fact it was right around $2. So I didn't catch it all the way down here at the bottom. I would have probably been okay had I. But long story short, I think I had a ladder in on it, and then when it got all the way up here to like $2.30, I was trying to figure out where to put my money and what I wanted to do, and I kind of decided that my ladder was a waste of money, and so I ended up taking the ladder off of the dot trade and putting it onto something else, and then you can see here, over this is right in here is when it got liquidated. January 25th, a few days ago, is probably when it got liquidated. And so yeah, I don't know what the point of that is, but I guess my point is I think I caught this trade at a beautiful, beautiful entry. I had a feeling after seeing these charts and seeing that it had only dropped all the way down to around $1.78 or so here, that I was around when my trade got liquidated. I didn't get it saved in time, but I literally started this new trade at 179.76. 179.76. I literally started this new trade like within minutes of my old trade getting liquidated. And so I feel like this is a pretty good entry, although I don't know what the heck is going on right now. I so much wish that Bitcoin would make up its mind. Man. Oh, I don't want to be too emotional on the stream. I'm supposed to be the guy here, Cool Hand Luke, giving you guys the hope. And I do have hope, but man, these red lines, they get so old. They get so old. I just don't understand why. What life events, what's going on with the elite? I mean, if you asked me why Bitcoin hasn't recovered and isn't headed back up to new all-time highs, I couldn't tell you. Because every single thing that I see, I know Bitcoin's going to be $1 million coin plus. It's going to probably be $3, $5, $10, $15 million. Man, right? Look at this. It just keeps going down too. All the way down to 87 something. Crazy. So, like, what in the world are we going to do here for trades? I couldn't tell you. I wish I could have told you 15 minutes ago to go put a short in on Bitcoin. We'd all made a lot of money if we'd have started shorting Bitcoin half an hour ago. It's just a weird, I mean, it's not that big of a drop. I mean, we're only talking from 88.7 to 87 87.6. So we're talking about $1,000, a little bit over 1%. It can recover from that extremely, extremely quick. And so, but when it comes to, you have to make up your mind, your own timing, your own risk tolerance. And so I will say that, Polkadot, there's the chart on Polkadot. It's funny. I'm clicking in between the charts and you don't like see any difference. That's crazy. That's Polkadot. And then we were just on Bitcoin, but almost identical. We can see here Polkadot was popping up here at 188 and it dropped all the way down to 183 here in the last few minutes. But that's I guess my point is my entry on it was 179. And I still think at 183 or wherever it is here, that if Bitcoin doesn't continue to go down like a rock, that this could potentially be a pretty good spot to get in on Polkadot. If you look at, 18 cents on a 10x trade, you got 18 cents on a 5x trade, you've got 36 cents. So I did go on this dot. I just went for it. Put 10x leverage in, threw in, $125, and then I do have a backup trade on my dot. I kind of learned my lesson, so I got a trade in here at 163.50, which is just above the dot liquidation price here at 163.20 or 163.25, so it's a little bit above there. And yeah, the other one that I like, I got into my original Chainlink trade. It was up over 12. The reason that it's showing 11.85 here is because I dollar cost averaged in another, I put, let me see, I'm 343 into the Chainlink. I think I was around 125. So I put in, almost double when it was down here. It's down here at 11.85. Maybe slightly lower because, like I said, that's an average. But you can see my liquidation price on the Avalanche trade. Well, excuse me, the average entry on the Avalanche is 12.07. Right now, it's under that, but it's basically, I think it's above where I actually bought into it. Let's see here. Where's my Avalanche here? So Avalanche. My original Avalanche trade was at $14.51. And then that's also when I got into Canton, which I want to thank Dave for again. No, I'm just kidding you, Dave. Avalanche here. Yeah, so I got in my buy at $11.28, which took my average cost from $14.51 all the way down to, what did I say? It was $12.02. So I really like Avalanche right now at under $11. Like I say, it was not that long ago. It was sitting at over $14. When things start to go into the positive, it'll jump up relatively quickly, in my opinion, get back up to 13, 14, $15. So, the Atom trade is the one trade that I didn't have to do anything with. I got into it at $2.28, and right now it's $2.20, so it's underwater a little bit. But if we go over here and look at Atom, oh, that was crazy, guys. My heart's still pounding. All I heard was scream back in my bedroom and my granddaughter crying, and that's why I took off so fast. Knew something bad was going on back there, and my heart just jumped right out of my chest when I heard my granddaughter cry. Luckily, my daughter was holding her, was way away from where the dogs went crazy, and everybody is okay. I want to check on my wife. I know that she's got some scratches. I thought the dogs make a heck of a lot of noise and they act like they're killing everything, but in reality, I don't think that they really bit down on anybody, even including the cat. They had the cat pretty well pinned down, but I don't think that they're like, if they wanted to kill the cat would have been dead. But it's still no fun. And I don't like the fact that they're kind of uncontrollable. Once they get going, trying to pull them off is near impossible. And then the worst part about it is it's like I think they're protective of the people. So when you go to grab one and pull it off, the other one starts attacking the one that you're starting to pull off. And then that one gets pissed that it's getting attacked and it wants to attack back. And it's really, really hard to get them apart once they're going at it. You know, like if they're outside or something, I just kind of let them do it because I know, like I've seen them. It looks like they're killing each other. They're rolling around and they're making the craziest noises and they're growling and it sounds horrible. And then they break apart and neither one of them has a scratch. And I'm sure you guys have seen dogs where they both have their mouths open and they're going at it, but they're never like really shutting their mouths. They're just kind of banging and stuff, you know, or like, just like you, if you got a dog and you put your arm in its mouth, it'll grrr and act like it's killing you, but you pull your arm out and there's not a scratch because it's not actually biting down. That's what they do for the most part, but it's still scary because you never know. And then when I came running back through here, they had a cat and they were both attacking the cat and the cat seems fine. But anyways, I digress. We look at Adam here on this 1 month. Is it? Yeah. So, you know, on this 1 month, it was down here at around $1.92, but recently, like it's kind of hung out here in this little over $2 range. So I got into the Avalanche trade, I guess probably back here at around 228, right in here. That was in the beginning of January. And, you know, as you can see, it also ran up, was in a little bit of profit and it came back. And then, but, you know, one of the things, the Adam trade is only at 8x leverage. So I have a little bit more wiggle room on that. The Link trade is only at 5x leverage. So I'm not too worried about it. But hey, Pablo Noodles, good morning, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Hope you are doing great, Paul. And glad to have you back here on the live streams. I know your life has been extremely busy, and hope you are doing fantastic. With that, guys, I'm gonna think about getting out of here. The last thing I'll say, I'll go back here to the page here. I know that we've got a lot of things going on, and I really, you know, Bitcoin is at 87. And if you asked me to bet on whether or not I thought it was going to head back up towards, you know, 88, 89, 90, or if it was going to go down to 82, 83, my gut tells me that we're slightly bottoming out here. I just, you know, if we look at Bitcoin here, it just doesn't seem to want to go much lower than this range. This is the 1 month range. So you can see here 87, 478. It did dip as low as 86 here, but for the last month, it's really been here between 87 and it peaked up at 96. Excuse me. Thank you. 96. I didn't realize it had jumped up quite that high. 96 going on 97. But it's still within a $10,000 range. If we go to the 3 month, obviously it's a little bit crazier because we still were. I didn't even realize it. I didn't seem like we were at over 100 less than 3 months ago. But I guess according to this chart, October 29th, we were still up over 100. But if you look at this catastrophic dip here, when we hit this dip here, it got down to 85. Look at this, from 85 on November 21st, December 21st, January 21st. So over 2 months, look at how choppy that is. Yeah, there's lots of volatility. There's lots of ups and downs. But when it really comes down to it, this whole last couple of months has been pretty much a nothing burger. So, I recommend go and watch a crypto lifer. Go watch a Frankie Candles. Go watch a couple of those guys. They'll really give you the major points of resistance and support, and they'll let you know, hey, if Bitcoin breaks down, to 86.4, then be prepared for it to dump down all the way to 83. And if Bitcoin breaks up to 89.6, be prepared for it to, break up to 93. I don't have those numbers right now. And so, do a little bit more due diligence. But if it, like as you guys can see, I'm long and everything I'm in is a 5 to 10x long, because I'm still of the opinion that it's just inevitable that we are going to catch an upswing here in the not too distant future. So with that, guys, I know it wasn't a real exciting stream. I apologize for all of the confusion there. I'm sure before my daughter got that mic muted that it probably sounded like the whole family was getting murdered or something. So glad to report, though, that everybody's okay, except for the dogs. I mean, we got to do something. If we can't figure out how to control them a little bit better, I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing with them, because we just can't have this kind of chaos. Imagine if my wife was holding my granddaughter and something like that happened. I love the dogs more than I could ever, express. But these two pit bull boxer puppies that are now a year old are definitely whole nother breed. My Belgian Malinois, I throw the granddaughter down on the ground and let her play with my Belgian if I wanted to. But I'm very, very careful with my granddaughter around the pit bull boxers, even though, 99% of the time they are just bundles of love, man. Incredible. Some of my favoriteest dogs that I've ever had. But man, when they decide that they want to attack a cat or go after each other, they really can, put a little scare into you. And they're only, like I said, they're only a year old. My boy Ruger, he is smaller than my Belgian Malinois, but he's filling out quick. He's just one big, huge ball of muscle, and he hasn't even filled out yet. He's only a year old. By the time he's a year and a half, 2 years old, I don't think he's going to get a ton taller or a ton longer necessarily, but I think he's going to fill out. And, if he's not controllable, if he just decides to go off the rails, I just don't know how comfortable I feel having him around. So with that, you guys don't care. You do care, but anyways, enough talk about that. But on that note, next week we got Monday Mindset Mastery, and then at, I want to say 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we have a nighttime live stream next week on Monday night. Then we got our Tuesday Trader, and also going to be doing a video here soon for the Trusted Smart Chain nodes and that project just in general. TSC is the ticker. Definitely recommend. I said I was going to get off, but let's go take a look at something here on Coin Market Cap. It doesn't have a great page on CoinGecko, but it is here. TSC Truster coin. I don't know why it says that. It's trusted. But anyways, TXC. I guess it doesn't show. No, that's weird. Trying to see, doesn't show the price. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I thought this had an actual yeah, this is definitely, but they need to do some updates on this. This is the right coin, but it's sure not showing up the way that it should. You out of here, son? Yep. All right. I love you. Where are the puppies? They both in their own cages? Okay. All right. Have a good day. Yeah, so never mind. I can't go over some of the stuff that I wanted to show here, because there's a lot of stuff wrong here. Maybe this isn't right. This is kind of crazy, because this token's only going to have 21 million tokens. It's showing here 3 billion. So I guess maybe that isn't there. I didn't see a different TSC. Let me see here. That didn't work. Let's go like this.
Trying to see if we're out.
Nope. All right. Never mind, guys. Not going to try to show you the chart for the TSC token, the Trusted Smart Chain. But it is a project that I'm super, super excited about. It is a real world asset project. If old Deadwood was around, I think it's something that he would really fall in love with. And I'm looking forward to either doing just a standalone video for it or having one of the founders, Travis Flaherty, on the channel to give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth explanation as to what it does, what its utility is, and why we're so excited about it. So with that, have a fantastic rest of your week. You are welcome, Dave, and bless you too. Thank you, thank you. And guys, have a fantastic Tuesday. We'll see you soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.